Begin on your worksheet, that's 5 minutes. All right, very good. Shadrick 4. Shadrick, number 1, what profession did Chris Gardner pursue? Shadrick, only Shadrick. What do you think he pursued? And that's kind of a tough one. What do you think he, what profession was it? What did he do for a living? Okay. Have you ever seen the movie? You haven't seen it, okay. Who has seen the movie? Because you may not be able to get that from that. Right here, Destiny.
He was a stockbroker.
Very good. He was a stockbroker. In what city? New York.
San Francisco. No, Chinatown in San Francisco.
San Francisco.
California.
San Francisco. And what you'll find is that every major city, not every, but it's like 10 major cities around the United States that have stock exchanges, okay? And usually it's like in different regions of the country, okay? With the major one and the largest one being which one? New York. New York Stock Exchange, the largest one. But he worked for San Francisco Stock Exchange. Very good, though. Number 2. Take number 2 for us. Dominic. Describe Chris's reaction once he was told that he got the job.
I put that Chris finally realized true happiness.
Okay, very good. Describe how he got there. Describe what he did.
I mean, really,
His reaction.
I seen the movie, so like he struggled for so long. Like it was a sign of relief when he found out that he had got this job.
Right. So what is one of the things that you noticed that he did in his mannerisms?
Hug his son.
You know, even before that, he did hug his son, absolutely. But what about when he was at the phone call, and then when he got the first nod to come on in? What was his reaction that first time when they told him to come to the office?
Like he was scared.
Looked like he thought he was about to get what?
Fired.
So already his identity and he has been conditioned to think he was going to what? Fail. No matter how good he thought he did. And notice what happened too. When the guy was in the restroom with him. And the guy said, man, you've been doing a great job. And what did he do? What did he say? Did he boast about it and say, yeah, I did a great job? What did he say?
He said, thank you, kind of, duh.
Yeah, like, he's like, thank you, man. All I did was go out here and do a little something. It was really nothing. He didn't have any self-confidence. So when they called him up for his meeting, he was then like, well, I guess this is it. No matter how good I do, it would never be good enough. Okay? So his reaction was, he was surprised. All right, very good. Number 3, why do you believe that he displayed this particular reaction of surprise and then happiness, as Dominic stated? Ms. Hills. Okay, so that kind of goes to what we said last time about his being conditional failure. Very good. Number 4, explain how being African or black could have affected this reaction to this news. Take that one for me. Ricky. Take that one for me.
Q.
Tommy. Right here. Take that one for me, Bianca.
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Number 4.
He was retired, he thought he was fired.
Speak up.
Being a career, he thought he would have been fired
Okay, you thought he would have been fired. Why do you think he would have been fired?
because he thought he was doing a good job.
Okay. Especially in, now what was he doing? Let's take it back. What was he doing? What was his job or profession?
Stock.
Stockbroker, right? How many African American stockbrokers do you think they have? Yeah.
Not a lot.
Very good. Not that many. You could even look at the movie and see on the stock floor, you hardly didn't see any. He was like the only one there. That could have also led to his decision or his reaction to the news that's being like, man, not only did I make it, I made it in this particular profession, which was an accomplishment. And last but not least, number 5, how did Chris's identity change once he received his new job? Take that one, Michaela. He was on a new level of being a stockbroker. Okay, so here's when we get into today's lesson. What was his identity though before? I need you to tell me his identity before he officially got the job. What was his identity? I want y'all to think about this. And once you kind of think about it, then I'll come to you, but I want to start right here with Michaela. What do you think his identity was? Okay, I want to ask you, what is your identity? You're a girl, good. What's his identity? Boy, okay, good. Give me one more thing about your identity. You're right. Come on, give me some more. What's your identity? You said you're a girl. Tell me some more about yourself. What kind of a girl are you? What kind of a girl are you? What kind of a girl are you? Like, well, if you fill out an application, what do you put on the application? You put it on there, you're female, what else?
Love dogs too.
What about your race? Okay, your race, good. What about your,
Height.
well, yeah, height, not so much. What about your, well, they don't ask for that.
Can I ask for height?
You said your gender already. What about, are you married or not? No, not yet, okay? So you're what? Identity, you're what? You're single in the, and you might have a boyfriend, but you're single in the corporate world, you're single, okay? You're also, what age are you? 14, so are you above the age of 18? So are you a citizen or are you a minor? You're a minor, okay? Y'all see what we're saying, okay? So, I'm going back to Chris. What was Chris Gardner's identity before he got the job? He was a minor?
At the job.
Okay, how old is Chris? Okay, I'm coming right back to you, because you got this. I'm coming right back to you. Charles, give us the identity of Chris before he got the job.
He was poor.
He was poor, underclass, very good. What else? Okay, but you could definitely tell he came from not having too much. Okay, good, that's one part of his identity.
His emotions so that he had finally made it.
Very good, excellent, excellent. So that's one part of his identity. Ms. Buckner.
He's an African American single
African American, single what?
Father. Man.
Now, that's definitely a part of his identity. Is that a normal identity? No. Most of the way it's the other way around, okay? But not single dad. That's a true story that actually happened. Mr. Orima, give us one more thing about his identity.
He had a kid.
Okay, good. He had a kid. He definitely had a kid. Which identity do you think was better for him? The new one or the old one? The new one, okay? Do you think any of his old identity may have stayed with him
Yes.
once he changed? Like what?
His kid.
His kind,
Single father, his kid,
his good heart.
his good heart,
His hard work.
his hard work, definitely. Chris Gardner became one of the richest men in America. Chris Gardner was one of the best stockbrokers in America. True story. Literally came from nothing.
Is he black?
He's black. That's a true story, just like that. He was an intern. He worked for an intern, I think, for 6 months. No pay. They did not pay him. So he worked for a company for 6 months without pay. Just trying to make ends meet. He had always dreamed very big, because he was trying to sell what before that happened?
And the machine guy. The little
Yeah.
machine.
The little machine, okay? And it kept on breaking. His wife eventually lost faith in him and left him. And they made the wife to seem like she was a bad person, but in the end, he couldn't really, he was trying, but was he able to provide? He wasn't providing for her. And then she lost all her money behind his what?
Invention.
Invention of his dream. So she got kind of fed up with it and left, okay? But in the end, he found his happiness. Our identities, as you will see and we'll talk about today, help to shape our happiness, okay? And we have several different identities. Now, this is not the first time that we're going to talk about identities. We're actually going to go in on identities at a later date, but today we're going to get our introduction to them. At this time, please take out your chapter 14 textbook. All right? And we're gonna do our field note. On the first page, page 464. All right. I'll take the first paragraph. We start right here. Field note, happiness in the eye of the beholder. Where's this field note taking place, guys?
India,
India, very good. What do you know about the lady on it?
she had a little pet, little funny dress, like
Somebody said,
her attire, her attire.
her attire
Yes.
is different, very good. We wouldn't wear nothing like that over
She
here.
had face paint.
Face paint. Okay, that's a different type of regalia. We're gonna read about this. I'm gonna take the first paragraph and I'll need someone else to take the second. Everyone follow along. Traveling through a rural village in Andhra Pradesh, India, we stopped to take in a weekend morning market. Women sold spices, stored in heaps of colored flakes. A man had a chair set up and was cutting a little boy's hair. A group of men sold rebar from shops behind vegetable stands. I was used to seeing the colorful saris and salwar kameez worn by Indian women. Then, an older woman from one of India's scheduled tribes caught my eye. I first noticed her clothing. The clothes were as bright as any sari, but the silver mirrors and beads adorning her dress stood out. I looked up at her, our eyes connected, and then she smiled. I asked if I could take her picture, and she nodded yes. Would I take this back, Ashley?
I think of her when I am teaching human geography. Often students in the first college level geography class are excited at the end of the semester to have learned so much about the world. Some have had their eyes open to the world for the first time as an adult. Others have finally understood the roots of the conflict they have only heard about the television. And many feel overwhelmed, too much information. Too many people, too little they can do too little.
Very good. We're gonna take the next two. Asia, take the next one.
It was feel this frustration to some degree, since no one understands all of the complexities that governs life on Earth. But the ideas and perspectives set forth in this book give you insight into what it means to think geographically about the world. That type of thinking is critical if you are to raise the type of questions questions that go beyond the generalization and stereotypes that can work against deep understanding.
Very good. So many books try to simplify the world in an alarmist way. The world is flat. There's a population bomb. We live in a post-American world. Such books often start from an interesting observation, but then overlook how geography affects what's happening. All right, so in this particular excerpt from our field note, they're talking about this lady. And they're not only talking about the lady, they're talking about in India. And what did the guy, or what did the teacher, what did he notice about the people in India? Their clothes are different, they dress different. Did it look like they had a lot of money in this area? Not really, okay? Not really. But what did he notice about the lady? She had colorful clothes on, but what else? Yes, they did. They did stand out. What happened to him? How did they have their connection?
They eyed each other.
And then what? And she what? She smiled at him. She smiled at him. What would she have to smile about if she ain't got no money? If they out in the open market, probably barefoot, probably don't have any technology, no cell phones, no laptops, none of that stuff. Why is she so happy?
Does she live?
Okay. Let's think about it on a local perspective. Why would she be happy from a local, just a citywide or area perspective? Why would she be so happy? She's about what? Oh, she's about to get the guy killed? Okay, very good. Do you think other people around her had cell phones, had iPhones?
No cameras.
Probably had the same thing what? That she had, okay? So they were probably all alike, meaning at a local level, she didn't have anybody to compare herself against, okay? So if we all poll, is anybody trying to like envious of the other person? No, we all pull together. We gonna be pulling happy together, okay? All right. So I guess what our geographer is doing is he's trying to get us to see what is happiness. Think about it. What is happiness? So we're gonna look next, we're gonna turn to page 466, and I want you to look at figure 14.2. It says gross national happiness by country. All right, Dan, you see it? Gross national happiness by country. Now, the first quartile is the darkest color. Y'all see that, right? The second quartile is lighter, third is lighter, fourth is lighter. No data. Is that color at the bottom? Shade. Ladies and gentlemen, from that first page, we're not even going to go on the eastern hemisphere. We're going to stay in the western hemisphere, which is this, United States, South America, western hemisphere. Okay? In the western hemisphere, which country is the happiest country? Now remember, South America, and we're going to go over this second semester, okay? South America is not a country. It's a what? Look up there, y'all. South America is a what? Everybody look up here. Everybody look, come on, stay with me, stay with me. It's a what? Continent, okay? So inside the continent, Ms. Buckner, we have different what? Countries, very good. So Ms. Buckner, which country is the happiest? Is the happiest? Huh?
I can't really see them, but like,
Brazil? Okay, very good. Dominic, give us another one. What country is the, it seems like it's the happiest? Well, you see China out on that page. Well, you just, I'm gonna come back to you. I need you to find that. Diamond. What country, sit up, Diamond, what country is the, pick another country. We said Brazil. Which other one is happiest? Well, you see Africa on page 466. You can't be saying Africa. All right, Ms. Dukes.
Chile.
yeah, what she said, Chile.
Chile, yes, Chile. Chile is definitely one. Derek, what country is happiest? Give us one more.
Brazil.
All right, good. We said Brazil. Give us another one. It's hard to see, I know.
I can't pronounce it.
Look up a little bit. What's the one right underneath the United States? That one's easier to read.
Oh. Elsa.
They got Bahamas.
You see it?
Mexico.
Very good. Mexico. Okay? Mexico. Mexico. Moon. Which country is the least happy? What? Say it out. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on. Mind blown. How are we the least happiest country when we got all the money? We got all the technology. How are we the least happiest country? Oh, we get, I see, we moving. Dalton, what you got?
Because we're ungrateful. We get expensive
Because we
stuff.
spend on them.
Hold on, I'm listening to some Dalton. Dalton, what you got?
I say because we're ungrateful, we get like iPhones and laptops and computers and we want more, because we get bored of it and we're not happy.
There you go. I agree. More and more, to where we don't even know what to do with it. Okay? That's a good assessment. Anybody else think why we're so unhappy? Yes.
Because other countries, you know, they don't have to say violence and stuff, like, you know, they actually go outside and do stuff with nature. We be inside, do stuff with the stuff, the creation.
So hold on, wait. We actually have human
Actually.
no, we don't have human.
But
They
they-
have human inter what?
Action.
Thank you. Human interactions, okay? Jared.
I don't think it's just about the technology. We just more upgraded than them, to be honest.
One more what?
We just more upgraded than them, to be honest.
More upgraded?
Like example. Look at our classroom, look at theirs.
Okay.
Okay, but I guess then we're getting to the thought process of what is happiness? Is having a nice looking classroom like this happiness, or is being in nature?
Let me explain this,
Yeah.
alright? Basically, like you said, we got more money, right? So, they lack money, so therefore, they're more interactive in other situations, as in, instead of going to the mall, they go run in the field and pick flowers.
All right, I take that, yeah, that's a fair assessment. Fair assessment, okay? So I guess what you're saying is, what are you actually saying, why are we unhappy? Just make that statement, why are we unhappy?
Like, what I'm saying is, like,
Why they more happy?
they don't have Cox, they don't have DirecTV, they just don't have the things we have, so I don't know why they
Don't forget
don't.
Wi-Fi.
Okay, I guess what I'm saying is, they don't have it, so they're happy
And
then.
that's a real question I got for you though. Why don't they have the things we got? You know, we a country, they're a country.
We'll answer that later.
I think,
We'll answer that later. We'll answer that later. Yes, go
I
ahead.
think that
Yes, why you think that the United States, but look, it's not Mr. G, this is yeah, this is from, look at the bottom, let's look at our map. Who is the author, Toodles? Who is the author of this map? Come to you, Dave. Who is the author of this map? Let's find the author. Every good map has an author. Who's the author? Huh?
My country.
There is no.
Say it, Dave. Okay, now that's which one part of Toodles is that? Excellent, good. So what is the author? Come on, Dan, you got this.
I know the author is.
Right next to it.
This is
Center? Butin? There you go. That's the author. Okay, so what was your question? Well, I mean, why is the United States more unhappy than all these countries that have less GDP, less money than us?
I was about to say, 'cause we got people that know how to do stuff.
Okay, so,
I think we got people that know how to make updated technology.
Damn people that make, like,
That's China.
That's not true. We get the products from there and we build here.
no,
Yeah,
when
we
you
design
get your
here.
TV or
We
something
got the
broke,
hardware.
and they answer the phone, you
We
hit
get
that
the
voice and
hardware.
they ask and they tell you how to fix it. But we designed it though.
We created the
That person made the iPhone.
all right, hold on. Hey, y'all are all saying good stuff, but let's bring it in. And y'all are correct. Let's make all of this work to answer the geographic question, why, if America has more money, why are we more unhappy, according to the data, than any other place? I'm just going to people who I haven't gone to yet. Charles, I ain't forget about you. All right, go ahead, what you got?
I feel like we don't have equality. Like it's like a triangle. Like it's like they are your poor, and then you have your rich people. It's like we in different, like
I see what you're saying. So within America, some people do have, but some people don't have.
yeah.
Okay? I'll take that. That's a good point. Good point. I'm gonna come back to it in just a second. All right? We heard from everybody else, Charles, and then Mooney.
I think because we wrap our mind around materialistic things, we forget about the things that are really important. And I agree with him, like, the thing that's divided, like, we don't stand together. Like, everybody's always against everybody.
Okay? That's a beautiful answer. I like it.
There's always anger built up, no one can never be happy.
So we're drowning in our own in matter. We're drowning in matter. Okay? It is a lot of stuff.
We see around us, like, what we had learned last class period, the things around us affect us.
So what's that called?
I forgot.
Oh,
Come on, we can do it. What's that called? What's that called?
Wait, what did you say?
Say it again with what?
The things around us make us act a certain way.
No, I know it. If I use tools, hold on, what it start with? What it start with?
It's button, what is it?
I think I got my.
Huh? Alright, this was the physical environment, but that's not it. The words start, first word starts with E, the second one starts with a D.
Environment.
What is it?
Environment
interpret
My boy, that's what I'm talking about. We getting it. All right, we having class. All right, good. So, as you can see, these are just some of the things we have to ask ourselves. If we have all this money, why are we less happy than other places? Why is our suicide rate high?
Oh.
Why are all these things happening? Okay, to us. Oh, go ahead, Mona. Go ahead.
So, I think that because Indians, they help each other out, you know. So if they don't have something and the other person has something, they can share and help each other out so they don't lose out for what everybody has in the economy. But in the United States, it's like you have something to keep for yourself. You don't care about the next person who's struggling. And if they don't have something, you think that they're less than you, but they might be better than you if they don't have enough resources to help themselves.
That's correct. That's correct. Very good. It's like, what do we put our stock in? What do we put stock in? We'll take two more, then we gotta move on. Go ahead. You two, go ahead, Ms. Buckley.
Like what you said, we're always stepping on somebody to get to the top.
Kinda like crabs in a bucket, huh?
Hey, it's just like in America, some people got Jordans and some people got Skechers, but in their country, everybody got Skechers. They equal. That's why they respect each other so much. Like I said, instead of going to the mall, they go pick flowers, or they got to go walk to get water.
Right. And water may then mean something.
Exactly.
Because you have to go walk to get it, rather than just, you know, how many of y'all just let the water just run? Yeah, I do too sometimes. I'm telling you. All right. So it's definitely real. And I'm gonna tell you something. Mr. Bradford, he said last year he took a trip to South America, where we're talking about where they're most happy, and he said it was right outside of Chile, where he said he was, and he said when he walked into the town, it was a tourist town, but he said he didn't want to just stay in a hotel. He said he wanted to go to the city. They're like, don't go. Go, I'm telling you, don't go. He's like, man, I'm gone. So he walked past the little gates, and he walked into the actual city. But it didn't have buildings, they had like huts. And on their streets, they didn't have street lights, they had candles that like for miles just lit the streets. And he said they were out in the middle of the street. Now notice, the street was not like concrete, the street was like a dirt street. The kids was out there playing soccer, barefoot, clothes hanging all off of them, ripped up. But he said every kid, when he walked by, was like, hey, how you doing? Speaking to him, coming up, giving him that. He said the people in the house were like, hey, he said, you want something to drink? You're not around here. And they just started the conversation. Ask Mr. Bradford about it. He was like, he had never experienced such a happy vibration. He said these people had nothing. How were they so happy?
Because they're equal.
You see, how are they so happy? And we have different reasons why, and different theories why. And this is what we try to find out.
Last year in home, it was a topic. Would you rather be rich and miserable or broke and happy? I'd rather be rich. I mean, because you have so much money, you don't know what to do with it. Like,
You're correct, man. You're correct.
And that money break families.
You're correct.
It do.
All right. Well, look. All right. One more thing I got more. I got that. All right. When I was really rap, I told y'all I'm the best rapper of all time. So when I was really rapping, I'm talking that shit. But when I was really rapping, like up there, when I was really rapping, right before that time period, that's me. That's me.
That's not true, right there with the book.
The book in my head.
You got a tattoo
in your head.
You got a tattoo there.
Yeah. I can't show it against the law.
on this arm.
Yeah, it's different.
But it really is against the law.
For me to show you, y'all just have to see it. That's different. I just say, here's my tattoo guy. It's private.
Like, we
He
not
used
gonna
to
walk
work
around.
You
He used to come to school and get everything.
So this is what I'm saying. Before that happened, before I actually made this change, okay, to this transformation to where I am now, and my identity shifted. That's what we're talking about. It was one of my friends that I grew up with in my neighborhood. His name was called Maine. Maine, his mother died. His mom left him $317,000. All right. Now you're not rich, but that's good money. Within 3 months, when we got the check, did he take that check and did he invest that? Did he say, go get a house? let me just get a house, so I don't have to worry about the rest of my life. I'm just gonna spend $50,000 somewhere, give me a house, pay it off, I don't have to worry about it. So I never have to worry about a place to stay. I'm also give me a car, pay it off. Then the rest of the money, if I blow it, that's cool, because I got a house and I got a car, and I'm good. No, he didn't say any of that. He literally, and I say we, me and like 4 other people, we had this fake record label, we thought we was big baller. Got the money. Within 3 months, we spent $317,000 in 3 months. We was in Atlanta, we was staying in the W. I'm talking about $350 a night for a room. We just think we ball. We going to the mall, literally. I'm talking about Foot Locker. Walk up in the mall, in the Atlanta Foot Locker, in the underground. All the mall said, hey, we want all these shoes. They looked at us like, haha, y'all funny. What size you want me to get you? Like, no, we want all these shoes. You're like, you serious? Yes. We had so many shoes and clothes, we had to go buy luggage to take the shoes out and the clothes out of the mall. We walked through the like superstar, everybody like, oh, y'all rappers? You know it's Atlanta, so everybody's the next rapper. We like, yeah, we rappers, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, come on.
What the
They
shoes
ball.
in, Mr. Griffin?
Huh?
What the shoes in?
Well, right, I couldn't quite tell you now, because
somebody stole them.
I don't even know where they were. I don't even know where I was. On that note, I say that to say that, I say that to say that we can have all the money in the world. Right now, Maine is still in jail. Right now, that whole incident, and after he realized he blew all the money because we were, doing things, we wasn't in our right mind, I'll just say that, okay? And when he finally came to and he realized all his money was gone, he realized his mom was dead, and he came out of that euphoria or that haze, whatever it's in, he went crazy. He started just robbing people at gunpoint. Just to get money, because the money ruined him. And now he's still in prison right now.
How he was when mom died?
How was he?
Yeah.
He was a good student, not a thug at all, always wanted
How
people.
old
He was, what, 16? 16? That's another part of his identity. He wasn't old enough to handle it. I was only 3 years older than him, so I was only, what, 19?
Why you didn't guide him?
I couldn't guide myself.
She was just
Guide
all
myself. I'm trying to, I couldn't, no.
Yeah, man, it's just for yourself.
We didn't think properly. Our identities wasn't involved enough. And we drowned in our own money, which is going back to the point, money necessarily doesn't make you happy. It doesn't. All right, at this time, everybody look back at page 466. I want you to get down the definition of identity in your notes. Identity is how we make sense of ourselves. Gillian Rose defines identity as how we make sense of ourselves. It should be on 466 at the bottom, right where chapter 14 starts. Right to content. You with it, man? We take it off. We apply it. Huh?
This one is.
Oh, it's right there, 466 at the bottom. Right there, go there, at the bottom. It says, Gillian Rose identifies identity as how we make sense of ourselves. You will see it on your test just like that. After that, she explains that we have identities at different scales. We have 4 of them. What are they, class? Local, national, regional, and global. So she's saying that we see ourselves in 4 different levels. We see ourselves locally, national, regional, and global. For instance, if somebody is a local superstar, they're a local rapper, all right? And I can just take Boots, for instance, back in the late 90s when he was just starting out, okay? Bootsy, nobody knew Bootsy globally. They didn't know him in France yet. He was just locally. He was the stuff around here, but globally they didn't know him. So eventually, as he began to grow in his craft, his identity began to climb. From local to what's the next one?
National.
Not local, then the what? No, read, local, no, it doesn't. Oh, it does, local, I'm tripping.
I
Local,
know.
national, regional, and then global, okay? So at this time, we're going to,
Oh, so it's actually in order like this?
yeah, it's in order like that,
Oh, I started with local, then global.
Okay, while we're waiting on everyone else to finish, or at least get to this point right here, go ahead and start filling in these. I'm gonna go over this first one, or just go over the schematics of it, so you'll know, okay? Different scales of identity. We have 4 scales of the class. What are they?
Local, regional, national, global.
Global, okay? Now, if you take that and you mix that or diffuse that with the 5 things geography, which is location, place, HE interaction, movement, and region, if you do that, you will get these certain things. Local for location. For our location, we can look at it at 4 different scales. First of all, the streets of the area of a town. I am located on 339 Florida Boulevard, or I'm in Southside, Baton Rouge, I'm in South Central LA. All local, okay? But regional people may not know what South Central LA is. So you have to then take it to a different part. Parts of the state, or sections of a country. So with this one, you might want to say, oh, instead of saying, oh, I live in Southside Baton Rouge, you might want to say, no, I stay in South Louisiana. For somebody who is not from there, who may just stay in the region. National is a particular country or location. So what is our location nationally? Nationally, what's our location?
Louisiana,
Nationally, what's our location?
North America.
I take North America, yes. Also United States. I stay in the United States. And globally is how it is perceived worldwide, okay? Globally is how it's perceived worldwide. Let's do something, okay? Dominic, I like that you're thinking, son. For this one, the example would be United States. National, for this one, nationally, people look at our location as what, Dominic?
National.
You just said it. You said it. You were correct.
Yeah, North America.
No, North America or what? Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Nationally, people look at us as Louisiana. Regionally, they look at us, we stay in which part of Louisiana? South Louisiana, or Cajun country. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
So, we stay in Baton Rouge or on a certain street. Regionally, we either stay in Baton Rouge or we stay in South Louisiana. Nationally, an example is we stay in Louisiana. Globally, people look at us as where we stay. Where do we stay globally? The United States. So somebody from France won't look at us and say, oh yeah, you from Baton Rouge? No, they don't even know what Baton Rouge is. Matter of fact, they don't even know what Louisiana is. As a matter of fact, when they look at their maps, they see that. This is a map from Canada. They don't see states. We have been conditioned to see states, like over here. Them people over there don't know what a state look like. They don't even know Louisiana's the boot. You going over there and talking about, I'm from the boot, down there like, boot? Your feet stank? What you talking about? Okay, so they know us globally as what? Just the entire what? United States of what? America. So put those for your examples for those, if you need them. The next one, local. This is for place. This is certain places, okay? I paid my ticket in what court?
City court.
Okay, good. For regional, we took a trip to the what? Capital, okay? For national, the what? Y'all see where we're going with this? And globally, the what?
Dragon Court.
It's the Supreme Court of the world. How many of y'all have ever heard of the Dragon Court? Okay, what's the Dragon Court? You have heard of it, okay?
This one big timers go to court for some serious.
It's the, well, no, not even that. Most people don't even get to this court. It's the court that works with the United Nations, okay? And it's like the Supreme Court of the highest court you could ever go to.
He's in China.
No, it's not, it's in London.
Huh?
It's in London. It's in London. Okay. All right, next one, human environmental interactions. I saw Jimmy at the local, what? YMCA. Regional. The Key Club State Convention was awesome. I saw Bama lose at the what?
National.
National championship. Yeah, I hope they lose. I never want Bama to win. And globally, Facebook. No skin. Why do you think I put no skin next to Facebook?
Can't see you.
Because the name ironic.
It's ironic, but think about it. Human what?
Interaction.
Human environmental interaction. Do you touch people on Facebook? But you interact with them, right? So I hope. Alright. For movement, you are to come up with your own for those, okay? What's one thing we could put here for movement? One scenario we could kind of put?
Cars.
Cars. Alright, for local though, what's one thing we could put for local? I like that, walk, I like that, dog, you put that, what's another one? Even more than driving, what's another one, Charles?
Bus.
Bus, the city bus, local, the local bus system, okay? Regional, very good, regional, what we have for regional? Cars. We can drive a car, and we can also put cars for local, but let's do that for regional. What about national? Planes, we got it. And also global, planes and what? And boats, and ships that can go across there, okay? Y'all got this. He's not, no, he's not a nigger, he's not that. There's never been such a thing, okay? We've just been brainwashed to believe that, no such thing as niggers. Niggas don't exist. I won't argue anyone. Now, region, y'all go ahead and fill out, I want y'all to come up with your own scenarios for region.
Why you don't like Bama?
I don't like Bama, man. I don't like it, man. I'm an Auburn, I like Auburn more so, I like Alabama State more than all of them, HBCU.
Oh,
But then it's Alabama State, Auburn, and then Bama. I just don't like it. Just arrogant. It's arrogant. Who goes to a game with a button-down t-shirt and khaki long pants and ties? Who does that?
Who do that?
People from Bama. What's that, man? That's what you- It's all fun, man. I could care less about it.
Oh, why is that they let us sing? Why is Roll Tide Roll Alabama singing?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know.
But they call elephants ties in Africa.
Maybe so.
For real.
Oh,
That's what they are, though.
oh.
yeah, that's their mascot.
I mean, their mascot is. I don't know if elephants are tied. I don't know if Jared trying to pull my leg out.
Oh, shit, go look it up.
Okay, I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna believe a word you say. I'm gonna do it.
That's why.
Yes. Who's having trouble with region? Okay, who thinks they got region and that they can explain? Okay, go ahead, Will. For what? Forest? Nah, you go down, don't go down
Oh,
there.
local, you can put your house. For reading.
Oh,
You could put your house. I will put my house, or you could better yet, don't put your house, Charles, because that is a region. It's a region of a subdivision, but what could you put for that? What is your house normally in?
East of Melrose.
a town.
So what's East of Melrose?
It's a neighborhood.
A neighborhood, so you put neighborhood or subdivision for local, okay? That's a little bit better, all right? For regional, what could you put? Your town, so what's your town? City, what's your city? Baton Rouge. National, what could you put? Yeah, you put Louisiana, but let's put regions. What regions do we have in the United States? North, Northeast,
South.
West Side. My boy from, where Pop's from, what's, well, he not from there, that's where he raps. What? Question is? Remember, a region is any land or any area that is combined together for certain characteristics. So, your neighborhood usually has houses that look all alike. So your neighborhood is a certain region within a local area.
So what can we put for global?
Subdivision is your neighborhood. subdivisions in the neighborhood.
We put the continent as a, goal.
Yes, for the region, that's exactly what we're gonna say. The continent of what, guys?
North America.
No, oh my goodness. Oh, no, that note, we stop for the day. All right, North America, guys, make sure you have North America right there.
Don't they call Mexico Central America?
Yeah, they do call this.
Yeah, why don't they don't pop it up on the map?
It depends on what.
What is
It depends on who's making the map. Sometimes you're correct, they do say Central America. On that particular one, though, they call it North America. And the reason why they do that is because of NAFTA. It's a free trade agreement where Mexico signed an agreement with the United States to where they don't charge each other taxes. So they usually put them in.
So the whole thing,
The whole thing just.
And in that case, I'm going to Canada.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have like 2 minutes left in class. Let's go ahead and pack everything up so one sheet of paper.